I would have preferred, instead of buying a Tesla, he would have bought a rocket from Elon. And
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View once again showed just how out of touch the show can feel. In a recent episode, they took aim at both Elon Musk and former President Donald Trump, turning what could have been a meaningful discussion into yet another round of predictable jabs. The conversation kicked off when Whoopi mocked Trump's support for Tesla. She tried to make it sound like he was doing a cheesy commercial, even singing a goofy tune about Teslas on the White House lawn. But instead of being funny, it came off awkward and missed the mark. Rather than diving into a serious talk about Musk's role in innovation or how Tesla is shaping the future of electric cars, the hosts chose to make fun of him instead. They brushed aside the fact that Musk has led groundbreaking changes in space travel, clean energy, and electric vehicles. And while critics may not like him, it's hard to ignore his impact. Instead of engaging in honest discussion, the hosts stuck to their usual script, and it showed just how disconnected they are from the bigger picture.
So, as economic fears grow and Americans worry about their financial future, there was a fundraiser in front of the White House yesterday for the richest man in the world. And even Peter Ducey from Fox News chimed in about this infomercial for Tesla. Take a look.
I know he'd give me a discount, but honestly, I don't want to ask for one. You know, I'm president, so I want to pay full price.
And what is your message, President Trump? Buying a new car while there are some folks who will see this clip at home and they are struggling with their retirement accounts down at the moment, uncertainty about work ahead.
Well, I think they're going to do great. Wow.
I get this other side.
That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. When somebody's a great patriot, they shouldn't be hurt. He's a great patriot.
I guess I'm trying.
Yeah. And you know, all I could think of when I saw this were these TV commercials from when I was living in California. Take a look.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. If you're living short of cash, go see Cal. Double over in a flash, go see Cal. If other dealers you have cussed, here's a dealer you can trust. All you have to do is just go see Cal. You know, everybody in town is advertising new 88 model cars and trucks. We're selling 89s, brand new 89s at the very same prices.
Why does Cal have ghosts?
It was always Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. And then this music would start. And we sort of wrote some. So if it says, if you want to buy a Tesla, call Elon. You can buy one sitting on the White House lawn. The economy may crash, but it's Elon who needs cash. If you want to buy a Tesla, call Elon. Yeah.
That's good. Really good.
Now, but the question is, why would he even think that voters would want to see him go to bat when the economy is being tanked by him?
Sunny Hostin, once again using her usual smug delivery, tried to make Elon Musk look like a behind-the-scenes puppet master, someone secretly pulling strings in politics and the stock market. She painted him as if he's controlling everything, from government decisions to share prices, while completely skipping over how the free market actually works. Her main complaint? That Tesla's stock went up after Donald Trump publicly spoke well of the company. Instead of viewing it as a normal reaction from investors, who often respond to high-profile endorsements, Hostin turned it into something shady. She ignored the fact that stock prices rise and fall all the time, and Tesla is no stranger to that. It's part of doing business. Rather than acknowledging Tesla's long-standing presence in the electric car world and its continued growth, Hostin spun the story like it was some kind of secret plot. The idea that Trump and Musk are secretly teaming up for personal gain sounds more like a conspiracy theory than real financial analysis. In truth, investor trust and public support often influence the market, and that's not a crime. It's just business from the bigger picture.
Was a commercial. Since Elon Musk became the shadow president of this country, Tesla's stock has tumbled nearly 48%. It has 48%. It's wiped out more than $700 billion in Tesla's market value.
Wow.
And because of that commercial, that we just saw, Tesla stock was rising early this morning. It rallied about 7.2%. Wednesday morning stock market trading. On Tuesday, shares bounced back about 3.8% after crashing 15.4% on Monday. So this very much so was a commercial to help Elon Musk. Elon Musk, in return, has seeks to put $100 million directly into Trump political operations. So what we are seeing is what President Biden warned us. I believe I believe it's unethical.
Yeah.
Not for the president necessarily, but for a staffer. You can't do that.
Why
as
not?
a staffer.
Citizens United, though, but that's
Well, because the president has a lot of immunity now that's been given to the president by the Supreme Court.
But wait,
and generally the president can do things like that, believe it or not. But the main point here is $38 billion in government contracts have been awarded to Elon Musk since 2003. His entire empire is built on the American government, and that is why Elon Musk is part of our cabinet.
You know,
But it didn't end there. Joy Behar, always quick with a wild remark, took things even further. She joked that Donald Trump should buy a rocket from Elon Musk and blast himself into space. This just days after a SpaceX rocket test had experienced a technical failure. The comment was meant to be funny, but it came off as harsh and poorly timed. Even for The View, it was a low blow. The joke didn't sit well with everyone either. Whoopi Goldberg, who usually goes along with Joy's antics, had to step in. She interrupted Joy, repeating, "Don't do it, don't do it," trying to steer the show away from going completely off the rails. It was one of those rare moments when even within their usual circle of like-minded opinions, someone realized the line had been crossed. Instead of holding Joy accountable or pausing to reflect, the panel brushed it off with nervous laughter. But the moment felt uncomfortable. It showed that at times, even a show built on banter can push things too far, especially when real people and real consequences are involved.